for practice. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Oh, here he is.
Rach, what are you doing?
We're here to do Goo. We're hosting it this week.
I honestly don't know what you're on about because I've not done Goo in like a year. I mean, I was here like the other week, but someone was ill.
Well then, we get to do it for the final season.
The final season?
Yes.
It's going away?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so sad.
So I thought,
You thought?
get ready to hear this idea.
I'm not liking where this picture's going because these aren't your normal person clothes. Okay?
We could do Frozen. I've got you dressed right here.
Rach, I've told you, I've told you time and time again, that's not my size.
Okay.
I'm not 19 months, I'm 19 years.
What about... I've got the wrong picture. What about Beauty and the Beast?
I don't think I would make a convincing bet.
What about... Brave.
What about Brave? I think you've got the hair for Brave, not me.
Oh, Ben.
I can do the accent.
Oh, final idea. I think this is the best
idea.
one.
The best idea. Oh no.
Oh, I thought this was a donkey.
Well, what were you going to suggest?
Shrek.
Shrek.
The musical. Goo edition.
Shrek the Musical Goo edition. I reckon if we got like 50 likes, we could make Jacob make it happen.
Okay. Who would you want to be?
Who would I want to be?
I'm definitely Shrek.
I'd like to be Gingy.
I'm definitely Shrek.
That's my contract balance!
Anyway, Ben,
Yes, Rachel.
you don't like any of my ideas.
I like the Shrek idea.
But we can't do it for this episode.
We can't do it for this episode. How about, I don't know, what movies do we like? We could do Coco. I could come with a little guitar. Like, the way you
Maybe we
crazy.
just have a chilled episode.
Maybe we have a chilled episode. Or maybe we just, as Ben and Rachel, have a ton of fun watching you with everyone else.
Okay, I like that.
I think we could do that. A ton of fun.
Yeah.
The most fun. But
Yeah.
you guys at home have also got to have a ton of fun.
We have-
creating a real racket.
We have everything going on. We've got worship, we've got a
We've got
game,
worship
we've
going
got craft, we've got a story, we've got prayer.
We've got people dancing.
You got us.
You got us, Ben and Rachel, the original duo.
Are
From
you
episode 1. Remember that? Fun episode.
season what?
Season 1, episode 1. How many seasons has there been?
Countless.
Countless seasons.
Anyway, should we go? Because we think we're talking too.
Alright, bye. That's how we're ending it.
No, it's not. We'll see them later.
Oh yeah, we'll see you later.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Memories.
Hi everyone, it's Cal and I'm so excited to be doing the game with you guys today. Now, you know that here on Goo Online we love our Disney quizzes and games, but today I'm bringing you a Disney game I don't think that we have ever played before in the history of Goo Online. So I am so excited to get started. Now, a quick overview of the game. There's going to be some different cards on the table and all together they're going to make up a picture of a Disney movie. And I'm going to turn each card over one by one so that we get to see little snippets of the picture before we get to see the whole thing. And the aim of the game is to get the least amount of points. So if you can guess what movie it is in one card, you get 1 point. Now, it doesn't really matter how many points you get, it's just about having fun. But if you wanted to play with a friend, you could challenge them and see who can get the lowest points. So, let's get on to round number 1, and we'll do that as a practice to just see how it goes. Alright, so I'll get ready for round number 1 because it's coming right up now. Now, you can play this game, just me and you, or you could play this game with your friends at home and you can challenge each other to see who can get the picture in the least amount of cards. So, first things first, let's turn over card number 1. Ooh, what movie could it be? If you have a guess, write it down now. Card number 2. Oh, that was a big clue. Has anybody got it? Card number 3. Oh, I think I've got it. And card number 4. So if you guessed that the picture is from the movie Cars, you have got it right. Good job. And now we're moving on to round number 2. Round number 2. Now this round is a little bit more tricky because we've got 6 pictures making up the movie poster. So let's start by turning over picture number 1. Oh, that's a bit tricky. It's just some grass. It could be anything at all. Picture number 2. So it's a movie with a tree in it. So if anyone knows any movies with a tree in it, it could be that one. Let's try card number 3. Oh, someone with some legs. Ooh, let's try number 4. Oh, we've got a little sneak clue there. There's a little clue if anyone spots it. Let me know if you figure out what movie this is. Card number 5. Oh, another clue. Another little clue I see there. I think I've got what movie it is. Have you? And finally, let's go for number 6. Now, if you said that the movie was Tangled, you would be right, because there is Rapunzel right there, and this is Flynn Rider in the middle. And now we're ready for round number 3. Round number 3 is a go. We've got another 6 picture one. Oh, I wonder what Disney movie it might be. And this is one of my favourites. So let's start by turning over card number 1. Now, if there's some really avid fans, you might get this movie from just this one card. Don't forget, if you've got the movie, that's 1 point, and you're trying to get the least amount of points possible. So we'll turn over card number 2. Ooh, where's that character from? She looks a bit familiar. Card number 3. Ooh, so we've got a bit of a skyline going on. I wonder what movie this is from. Card number 4. Oh, we've got another character. Ooh, card number 5. Oh, we're getting close. I wonder if anyone's got the right movie yet. You'll have to let me know. And last but not least, card number 6. If you guys guessed it was Inside Out, you are right, because there's Joy and all of her friends. This was a great movie. I loved it, and I bet you guys all loved it too, because it was a really good movie. But we are ready for the last round, round number 4. It's round number 4, and you might have guessed that this is the super tricky round, because there is 9 cards that make up this picture. So we're going to have our work cut out to guess this one. But we'll get going with card number 1. Ooh. I don't think that's really much help to us. Let's try number 2. Ooh. Oh, I'm still a bit confused. I still can't get it. Where's card number 3? Let's see if this one is any help to us. Oh. So it looks like maybe we're in a city. Maybe. Let's see if card number 4 is any help. Ooh. You know, I'm not too sure. If anyone's got it already or thinks they have an idea, let me know, because I'm a bit confused by this one. Let's try card number 5. Ooh, it's a bit more of that city with a big bridge. Let's try card number 6. Ooh, this little dog looks familiar. Can you see it on the picture, on the video? You might be struggling. Let me hold it up. There's a little dog right there in the corner. He looks familiar, but I can't work out what movie I know him from. Try card number 7. Oh, there's a bit of a clue here, look, with this character. Let's try card number 8. Oh, even more of a clue. And we'll do the last card, card number 9. There's Miguel in the middle. So if you guess that the movie was Coco, you are right, because there's Miguel playing his guitar right in the middle of the picture. But it was the last card that we turned over. And that's it for round number 4. I hope you guys enjoyed playing that game as much as I did. It was just so much fun. I'm already excited for next week's game already. But that's all that I've got time for, and I will see you very soon. Bye everyone.
Can everyone sing together? Have you heard of the one called Saviour? Have you heard of his perfect love? Have you heard of the one in heaven? Have you heard how he gave his son? 'Cause I have found this love, and I believe in the Son. Show me your way. I believe in the one called Saviour. I believe he's the risen one. I believe that I'll live forever. I believe that the King will come. 'Cause I have found this love, and I believe in the Son. Show me your way. Jesus, you are my best friend. You will always be. Nothing will ever change that. Jesus, you are my best friend. You will always be. Nothing will ever change that. I believe in the one called Saviour. I believe he's the risen one. I believe that I'll live forever. I believe that the King will come. 'Cause I have found this love, and I believe in the Son. Show me your way. Jesus, you are my best friend. You will always be. Nothing will ever change that. Jesus, you are my best friend. You will always be. Nothing will ever change that. Jesus, you are my best friend. You will always be. Nothing will ever change that. Jesus, you are my best friend. You will always be. Nothing will ever change that. 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 Jesus, you are my best friend, and you will always be. Nothing will ever change that. Jesus, you are my best friend. You will always be. Nothing will ever change. Jesus, you are my best friend. You will always be. Nothing will ever change that. Jesus, you are my best friend. You will always be. Nothing will ever change that. Jesus, you are my best friend. You will always be. Nothing will ever change that. Jesus, you are my best friend. You will always be. Nothing will ever change that.
Ellie, and I'm going to be taking the time to pray with you this morning. I'm so excited to pray with you because prayer is an incredible opportunity for us to speak to God, to number one, thank Him for all the incredible things that He's blessed us with and for all the incredible things that He's done in our lives, and number two, so that we can speak to Him about anything that's on our mind or anything that's going on in our life, and we can ask Him to help us with that and to give us peace in those situations. So come on kids, join with me as I pray for us this morning. Yes, God, I just want to thank you for every single Goo kid that we have got either watching this online or any Goo kid that we've got across any of our churches, Lord, any of our campuses. I just want to thank you for them and thank you for how incredible they are, God. I want to pray that you just help them in whatever it is that is going on in their lives right now, God. No matter what they're struggling with, no matter what they're worried or anxious about, Lord, I just want to pray that they know you're a God that loves them, that has the most incredible plan and purpose for their lives, and that they can trust in you and that they can know that if they need your help, that you will be there to help them, God. I just want to thank you for their family, for their friends, for their school, Lord, for any memories they've made this week, any fun that they've had. I want to thank you for the sun that we've been able to enjoy this week. And I just want to pray that you are with us this week as we go forward, that no matter what situation we find ourselves in, that we know that you're there, that you're guiding us, God, that you love us, God. And I want to thank you for everything you've done, everything you're doing, and everything you are going to do, God. Amen. Bye!
Hi Goo kids, I'm Hannah and today I'm taking you to today's memory verse. Rachel did a great job of showing us last week, so I'm going to go through it again and hopefully you can learn it today. So it's, don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but instead be an example to believers in your speech, your conduct, your love, your faith and your purity. 1 Timothy 4 verse 12. Okay, now let's do it together and hopefully you can get the hang of it. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but instead be an example to the believers in your speech, your conduct, your love, your faith and your purity. 1 Timothy 4 verse 12. Great job kids. See you later, bye.
Hey Goo kids, JB here, and I'm here to bring you this week's message, and we're continuing our God's Kids series. Now last week we heard about Miriam and Moses and absolutely blew my mind, it was awesome. But this week we've got another awesome story to listen to, and it's about a guy in the Bible called Samuel. Now Samuel is the son of a woman called Sarah, and Sarah basically prayed for years that she could have a son, because they tried a couple of times and she couldn't have one, and God eventually answers her prayers and gives her Samuel. So Samuel's a bit of a miracle baby, and so basically in this story that we're going to talk about, Samuel is now he's not a baby anymore, is a young guy. He's probably a similar age to you Goo kids, and he is in the temple one night and he's sleeping in his bed and he hears someone going, Samuel, Samuel. So he wakes up and he's like, what? Someone's calling my name. So he walks around the temple and goes and finds Eli, who's an old priest, and he's basically the only other guy in the temple. So if anyone's calling Samuel's name, it's gonna be Eli. So he goes to Eli and says, here I am. And Eli's like, what? Samuel says, well, you were calling my name. And Eli's like, no, I wasn't. He was like, go back to bed. You're dreaming things up, okay? You're hearing things. I didn't call your name. So Samuel toddles off back to bed, gets back in bed, all safe and sound, nice, snug. Samuel! So Samuel wakes up again thinking, Eli's definitely shouting me. So he gets out of bed, walks down to Eli and goes, Eli, here I am. What do you want? And Eli's like, what? And Samuel says, you called my name again. And Eli says, no, I didn't. It's like you must be hearing things. You must be dreaming it or whatever. Go back to bed. So Samuel says, oh, fine. Goes back to bed. Gets in and thinks, right. It's just gonna be Eli. Or it's just gonna be, I must be dreaming things. Gets back into bed. Gets all snug. And then here's Samuel. Gets out of bed. Goes to find Eli and says, here I am. What do you want? And Eli says, I'm not calling your name, Samuel. And Samuel says, well, someone's calling my name. I'm in bed. I'm happy. I'm snoozing. I'm dreaming about, chicken wings and playing badminton. And Eli says, well, I'm not calling your name, and there's no one else in this temple, so it must be God. Samuel's like, what? God? And Eli says, yeah, it must be God. God must be calling you. He must be saying your name. So if it happens again, when you're in bed, say, speak, God, because I'm listening. Here I am. And that's what Samuel had said to Eli. He said, here I am. I'm here. But Eli said, well, I'm not calling you. So Samuel goes back to bed, gets back in bed. And sure enough, for the fourth time, he hears Samuel. So Samuel says, speak. Your servant is listening. I'm listening. I'm here. Hello. Speak to me. And God then speaks to Samuel. So it was God the entire time. God had been calling Samuel all night. And Samuel thought it was Eli. And basically God speaks to Samuel and tells him about all these amazing things that are going to happen in the future. All the things he's going to do in his life when he grows up. And when Samuel does grow up, he becomes like an advisor to the king of Israel and to so many kings of Israel. And he becomes like the person who blesses the kings and anoints them and helps choose who the kings are and things like this. And it's amazing. He goes on to do absolutely amazing things. And God tells him all of this when he's in bed one night. And isn't that amazing that Samuel kept hearing his name and kept going to Eli and saying, what do you want? And Eli said, well, it must be God because it's not me. And God was calling Samuel even when he was in bed. And Goo, when we think about this story, I think that this is really saying to us that God is always with us. Always, all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time, even when we don't expect it. So Samuel just presumed it was Eli. He thought, well, Eli must be saying my name because there's no one else in here, because he didn't think that God was there when he was in bed, because it's just in bed. There's nothing interesting for God to be watching over. But God is always with us at every single moment, even when we're in bed, even when we're in school, even when we're eating our dinner, even when we're playing football, even when we're, getting in fights getting in arguments with our, siblings or family or friends or whatever. God's always, always, always with us. And he was always with Samuel, and he spoke to Samuel about how he's going to do amazing things. And Samuel was only young, just like you guys. Not so much like me. I'm a little bit too old now. But God can still use me even in my old age. And so, Goo, let's remember this week, that God is always with us, even when we don't expect it. Just like Samuel, God can call us, God can talk to us in any way, any shape, any time, anywhere, and he's always, always with us. Thank you for listening, and let's get on to our next part of the video.
Hey kids, I hope you're all doing well. My name is Chrisula and I'll be doing the craft with you today. So our craft is the house of God, and this piece of paper opens up to show a picture of me with Santa as a baby, and it says God is always with me. So This craft is focused on the story which we are doing today in Samuel, and I'm just going to show you which part I'm focusing on for this craft. So where it says, the lamp of God has not yet gone out, and Samuel was lying down in the house of the Lord where the ark of God was. So this craft is showing us in the house of God before we even knew God, just like Samuel did in the story. So now I'm going to show you what you will need to do this craft and how to do it. So to make this, you will need one piece of A4 white paper, you will need a glue stick, a pair of scissors and an adult to help you. You'll need any decorations that you want, and that includes any sparkly felt tips. I have sparkly felt tips that I'm going to use to decorate. You'll also need another felt tip to do your handwriting. And you'll also need a picture of you as a baby. And this isn't the original photo, I've used my printer and photocopied it. But make sure you ask a parent what picture you can use. Okay. So first, you're going to get your A4 paper and fold it in half this way. You'll then unfold it and cut all down here. Once you have done that, you can put one piece of paper to the side and get one and fold it in half like this. And then you're going to cut it down the middle once more. Once you've done that, you can then get your other piece of paper and make sure that they line up together. And then you're going to fold this outwards so it makes a small flap here. And get your glue stick and just glue it down. And then stick it right on the edge. Like that, so you're left with a flap, and then you can do the same for the other side. Okay, so once you've done that, you're then left with two pieces of paper that open up and close. So I'm going to get my glittery metallic markers and I'm going to write the house of God like I did on the other one. And you don't have to copy me in any way, you can do whatever you want to represent what the house of God is like to you. Okay, so once you've decorated the front, you can then open it up and get your picture of you as a baby and just glue the back of it and stick it right in the middle, leaving a bit of space at the bottom so that we can write with our marker, God is always with me. And then you can continue decorating the rest of your paper. And that's the craft finish. Wow guys, these look incredible. If you took part in this craft, make sure you ask a parent to send a picture of these to icon.goo on Instagram. I would love to see your creation. See you next time. Bye!
Ben, come on! You can finish craft later. Where's Ben? Oh. Where's Ollie?
I know, I got the joke.
Did you enjoy Goo this week?
Did I enjoy Goo? Really enjoyed it.
Did you dance?
I did a little bit, I went.
I did some stuff too.
Yeah. We should explain, I'm not like underwhelmed to be here. I'm really sore throat.
Yeah, Ben's got hay fever.
Because of the flowers in the air.
Anyway, I've enjoyed this week.
I've also enjoyed this week. Have you enjoyed this week? What about you, editor Matt? Or whoever's editing it? Tell us your name and tell us if you enjoyed it. Have you done that? Great. Now, a scale of 1 to 10. And now, if enjoying it is a lion and not enjoying it is a rabbit, put a picture of where you are on that scale. Oh, a lion. So cool.
Anyway, I've enjoyed it this week.
I've enjoyed it too.
And we will see you sometime. If you get 50 likes, we're doing Shrek.
Shrek the musical. This is Stephen.
We're filming Goo.
Hello, we're filming Goo. Come and say hello to the kids. Hi Goo. He does the lights in the big room. So when you're old and going grey like your parents,
You might see him.
you'll be looking at his lights.
Anyway, we need to wrap this up.
Okay, live from Goo York. It's Sunday morning.
Let it go.
Bye, man. Bye, kids.